So I'm a chartered accountant, 63 years old, nearly 40 years of commercial experience, both as a CFO, corporate development, non-exec. I've probably done something like 500 or 600 acquisitions in my time. And the guy just simply said, when people stop you because you're commercial and you're going to go and break a few plates, tell me what I'm supposed to have told you when you get stopped, and ring me before they do.
One idea can change everything. The right words at the right time, that's the butterfly effect. One piece of advice creating a ripple of change. A former Buddhist monk once told me about his teacher's teacher, a simple forest monk so wise that 1 million people, including a king, came to his funeral. Here, SAS soldiers, FTSE 100 leaders and Paralympians share their single best lesson in just 5 minutes. Subscribe, share, and let's see how far this ripple can go. Hey Clive, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm pretty good, Dan. Thanks very much.
Good.
All right. And yourself?
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, it's Friday. What could go wrong?
I love the fish tank.
Thank you. So do you want to just take 30 seconds, minute, something like that, do a brief intro and include 3, or I think you were going to say 4 statements, of which one of them isn't true, but the others are.
Okay, so which first? The intro?
Yeah.
So I'm a chartered accountant, 63 years old, nearly 40 years of commercial experience, both as a CFO, corporate development, non-exec in various countries like Turkey, China, Hong Kong, Australia, Taiwan, the US. I've probably done something like 500 or 600 acquisitions in my time. I've worked for all the large private equity firms, KKR, BC Partners, CVC, GEG Equity, you name them, probably mid-market companies. I've done their diligence and helped advise on successful transactions, etc. The best piece of advice that someone gave me, it was the senior partner of KPMG in the region where I was working, where I first established what turned out to be a $30 billion service line that I created from a piece of paper. Me and an assistant called Elaine Reeves, who, shout out to her if she hears this, she was fantastic. And the guy just simply said, when people stop you because you're commercial and you're going to go and break a few plates, tell me what I'm supposed to have told you when you get stopped, and ring me before they do. Which I then replicated with my entire team, which grew from 0 to 35 people in 18 months and went from 0 to 6 million in 18 months. And we then effectively, the business grew across the world, was rolled out in the States. I was only, what was I? I was 34 at the time when I created this beast. But of course, because it was a large organization and politics plays a part in everything, I didn't get to manage it all the way through, but I used the same principles. Now, I was an entrepreneurial partner in a large accounting firm, KPMG, which was a great privilege to be there, because we were just told to go get business, and basically we had people covering our back. So it was great fun. And I think really a different time for a professional services firm. It's not like that these days. I'm still of the view that if I'm asked for an opinion on a transaction, I'll give it. And I'm very straightforward and straight. And as you saw just before the program, there are occasions where you have to do the right thing and play exactly by the rules. So it's learning how to work within the framework that you have. And I always regard anything to do with a framework as jumping on top of a trampoline rather than standing underneath and banging your head on it. So you have to put yourself in a position where you can use it as a springboard to what you wish to do. Hence why that was the best piece of advice. And it was all about building teams across countries, across the world. And even today, I still speak to the same people that I worked with in those early days in the early 90s. So it's been great in terms of longevity.
Fantastic. And what about the statements of which one of them isn't true?
Okay, so first of all, I sang at the Royal Albert Hall and Royal Festival Hall age 11. Second of all, I built a 30 billion service line from a desk and a piece of paper. Third, I ran literally into Stephen Hawking before he was famous in Cambridge. 4, I ran the 2018 London Marathon in sub 4 hours. And out of all of those, number 4 is false, because I ran the London Marathon in 7 hours, 23 minutes, which is kind of embarrassing.
Congratulations on doing it, though.
Yes, I did it when I was, 57. I've now had quadruple heart bypass, so I'm not planning on doing it again. But it was, I only found out I ran into Stephen Hawking literally 10 years after I left Cambridge, because I suddenly worked out that he was the professor of Newtonian mathematics, which I didn't know. And of course, he wasn't famous then. And I literally ran into him in a corridor after playing a game of rugby, and I was late for my math supervision.
Brilliant.
And he could talk then, and he asked if I was all right. I dusted myself off, and we went on our way. And I said to someone when I came in, I said, who was that in the wheelchair? Bless him, he was in a wheelchair. And they said, that's the professor of Newtonian mathematics. And I didn't think anything of it, because in the 80s, Stephen Hawking wasn't a household name. But there you go.
Yep. Clive, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. Really appreciate your time, and have a good day.
No problem. Cheers for now.